Today we're doing the Rising Sun Mantis. Rising Sun Mantis is a long fist form. My history is I got it from a teacher called Master Freeman out of Chicago. He trained at Chicago Kowloon or Chinese school. We got it through Joe Maley's organization, and that's what they were doing at the time. The Rising Sun Mantis is a long fist, so it's real long motions. Unlike a lot of the mantis forms we do with Brendan Live, it's real close. The 7-star mantis and some of the other systems that we work with. This one is long range motions and very long extension of your movements. And what I like to do is we'll just work a few movements, get it down, and then we work some applications, work our way through the whole form. Okay. This is a long form, and it'll take us a while to get it down. A lot of the fluid motions where you're spinning and turning, it just takes you a while to get the feel of it, get the system down. So I think the best way is to kind of introduce some of the moves and then have you practice them and just go that way. I'll just show, first of all, when we're doing this, is we're going to start feet together and your hands are going to come up. And as your hands go in front of your face, you're going to bow at the same time. And that's the starting position. From there, you're going to step back and the hand comes up to guard position. From there, you're going to circle your head twice and push. From there, stepping into the mantis guard position. Okay, so that's going to be the first series we're going to work on. So everybody stand, spread out a little bit. Start feet together, hands to sides. Make sure you got plenty of room. Use the entire room as much as you want. Check your camera back there because I think you're going to get just butt shots there. And from here, bring your hands up above your head. And as you bring it down in front of you, bow your head at the same time as it goes by. Bows 45. Step back with your right foot. Left hand comes out, palm up. From there, circle your hand in front, underneath the elbow, over the top. Reach back, and one more time. Extend willily palm forward. Step forward, right foot, hook. Okay? Left hand should be about solar plexus level, right hand's out about chin level. All right, next motion, turn your left hip forward. As you do, your left hand comes underneath the elbow and reaches out as you pull back with the right hand. Okay, from there, do a left side kick and turn all the way around. Let's do that one more time at the beginning. Okay, I'll do it the same direction so I don't confuse you guys. Okay, from here, hands come up, bow your head at the same time, step back, circle once, twice, and push with your will lead. Step forward. From there, you're going to pull your right hand back as you push forward to the left. Kick, and step and turn. Very good. One more time. Bow your head at the same time. Step back, hands extended. Circle once. Circle twice. Push with a little leaf. Step through, cover. That's it. Turn your hip. Push. Side kick. And step and turn. Very good. And relax. Next motion, and let's see, the best way to practice this is to visualize you're actually stepping in the air, okay? It's kind of like a jump kick. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take a step and another step, and your hands are doing a motion at the same time, so we can break it down step by step, but pretty soon you have to get to the point where from this position, you're stepping and you're moving your hands at the same time, okay? So let's practice it. Face forward like me. Start in your mantis guard position. And what you're going to do is step with your right foot, but before your foot steps down, go ahead and step with your left foot. Okay, good. You have to be like a bug. You have to think about flying from one twig to another twig, okay? So from this position, step, step. Okay. Now, we're going to be blocking upwards. Your hand motion is going to be circling, blocking with the left, striking under the chin with the right. Okay? So from this position here, do your hands, circle. Again, circle. Now, let's try to put this together. So we're in guard position. Watch me. You're going to step. Okay? Ready? And go. Good. Just block up and strike under the chin. Good. From the beginning, let's try to add all that in. Okay? Bow your head at the same time. Step back guard, circle, circle, and push. And step through, pull, and kick and turn. Very good. Now, you're going to cover distance on this next move. Jump in the air, block up with your left, strike with your right. Ready to go. Very nice. Good. One more time from the beginning. Now, as you feel comfortable, try to cover more distance. Brendan Lai told me many years ago, what really separated this particular martial arts system, the praying mantis system, from others was they combined the footwork of the monkey style with the hand techniques of the mantis. And so the ability to cover lots of distance or quick distance or sidestep was the mark of the monkey's footwork, okay? And in the hand, the blocking, grabbing, striking stuff was the mark of the mantis system. And when we put those two together, it created this unique system that was pretty effective for fighting, but also very classical martial arts. So when you're doing this, think about covering lots of distance. You see in sport karate where they load up and then they attack with a back fist and they cover like 4 or 5 meters with one strike. That's what we're trying to do here. So from your guard position to be able to cover a lot of distance, whap and hit somebody, that's what we're trying to do, okay? So start from the beginning, power your head at the same time, step back, circle, circle, little leap, step through, and pull, side kick and turn, and jump spin. Very good. Very good. All right, let's do the next motion. Everybody watch here. Once you've covered a lot of distance, you jump through the air, and you block the struck. What you're going to do is block and grab and pull back with your right as you push with your left hand. So we just did face that way. You're here. Jump, cover the distance, block and strike. Very good. Now, grab a hold with your right hand, mantis grab, and pull as you push with your left hand. Once you pull, I want you to step through with your right foot, cover with your right hand, punch with your left. So you're here. Jump spin, grab, pull, step through with your right foot, right hand covers, left hand punches. Okay. Feet together, hook, then turn back front, knee is up, both hands are grabbing. I'm going to stop there and relax for a second. So together, let's do this whole part. Scoot this way a little bit so you got room to work the other side. Bow your head at the same time. Step back. Circle, circle, block. Step forward. Pull, kick, and turn. Jump to the air. Grab, pull, step through. Right hand covers, left hand punches over the top. Stand up, hook to your right. Now look to your left. Crane stance, both hands hook. Okay. Let's do some applications. All right. Let me use you as it's this way. 45. Okay. In sport karate, a lot of times we will cut them in half with our front hand. And it's easy for me to defend because if he throws that hand, I know I just got to do that. If he throws the other hand, I'll have to do that. So a lot of times our really good fighters, they'll divide a person in half with their front hand. It makes it real easy. You just know to block this way or this way. Well, in this particular first move of the Mantis, they're doing the same thing. They're using this to guard. Bruce Lee's style was called Jeet Kune Do, which means the way of the intercepting fist. If he's throwing a punch, to try to deal with it here is kind of late. It's also the maximum power. If he starts to throw a punch and I can stop it here, it's going to be a lot easier because it hasn't generated a lot of power. And so on this particular motion, when he starts, I'm going to intercept it with this motion. All right, so this motion here is a block. It's just stepping out there, intercepting. Now, just like we do X blocks, I know how I can control that because once I've touched it, I know where that hand's at and I know how to control it. Same thing's true in this posture. So I'm either going to be on this side of the hand or this side of the hand, doesn't matter. I know once I've intercepted that I can control it. This could be an elbow break. It could be a control into another technique. There are lots of techniques we can do, but the main thing that we're teaching on this motion is I'm blocking, now I'm going to control it. And from there we can do all kinds of arm locks, throws, it doesn't matter. In our system, we're just teaching that of this is one motion that I can do. Does that make sense? So on this particular motion here, block and then This is to control it. In the kata, we just do it twice, and they just do that just to get you to practice it. But the idea is, once you intercept, then you can do this. If my hand's on the inside, there are different techniques I can do from this side that if it's on this side would be different, okay? But it works the same. So we do it twice, once on the inside, once on the outside, just to practice, okay? With your partner, let's just practice that, blocking and controlling with the rear hand, okay? Let's talk about this mantis guard position. And, you know, it's real hard in real life, he throws a punch to be up there and catch that punch, all right? It works in the movies, but in real life it doesn't work real well. The praying mantis, is the way this thing works is you've got your thumb on the outside of this one index finger, and the 3 fingers are actually used to control, all right? So they use this a lot. Now, this can be for just a second to try to trap it and control it. This is used as a weapon. They strike a different way. Back of the hand is used as a weapon. So this is just the way they would fight and actually use this. They would strike and hit with everything else they had. But to be able to block from your classical karate blocks, whether it's an outside block or knife hand block or whatever, and instantly just turn your hand and drop it down and control, that will allow you to trap it for just a second. And so if he's throwing a punch, that allows you to actually reach out there and control that fairly quick. To be able to grab something out of the air is hard, but this will help, all right? So when you see this, it's usually a block and a grab. If he's throwing a punch, this one could be actually grabbing, and this could be a strike, okay? Or vice versa. This could be in here, and this one's getting ready to strike and do something. Does that make sense? So when you see this guard position, it's either just a guard or it's actually trapping and breaking something, all right? Next motion, let's say he's throwing a left hand at me, all right, and I've trapped it, and I'm in my guard position. In the next move in the form, this hand's going to pull down, and this hand's going to come up, okay? So in the form, we're here, we just did the motion, and you see that? That's what we're doing. So he throws the punch, I'm in this position, this hand's going to come down, this hand goes to the back of the elbow, and I can put him wherever I want to, okay? Try with your partner, it works real fun. All right, after you pull them off, and again, some of these flow together, some of them are individual movements, it's up to you to kind of see where they flow together on your own, just play with it. But we pull back to this position, next thing you can do is a side kick and turn. Knowing from the guard position that I just did this, and now my next position is going to be to actually throw a kick and to throw him down is the next series. So if he's in a position, he throws something, it doesn't matter what he throws, and I find myself in this position, next motion is to loosen him up, and as I step in, I'm actually going to be doing this kind of stuff. Does that make sense? So when we're doing the form, and we've just done, let's see, we're here, we kick and turn. You see that where you're loosening, the strike to the leg breaks his balance, he's leaning, and then you're turning, you're actually doing a thrust. Does that make sense? Okay, try it with your partner, please. Let's do next series. The idea of moving forward and knocking the hand out of the way at the same time is very important. So if you know what your opponent's going to do, for example, I'm working with Brett, and my hands are down, and I start coming at him, there's a good chance he's going to try to pop me in the net. Does that make sense? And so if I know ahead of time, if I move towards him, that's what he's going to do. If I have a strike ready to go at the same time, and I'm blocking and striking at the same time, that will work. Now, if you're striking, you'll notice the Chinese, they like anywhere from ankle level to head level. So if I'm moving forward and I'm blocking, it could be a strike low, it could be center, it could be high, it doesn't matter. Okay, does that make sense? So the idea of coming from this position out here, covering distance, boom, and then popping them is very important. Okay, go ahead and walk through that a couple times. Just get used to that circular motion, blocking and hitting at the same time. Now, we just covered our distance, and we ended up blocking and striking. One of the big things that you'll see with the advanced black belts is they're always changing. You know, one minute I'm doing a front stance, one minute I'm doing a cat stance. I remember a debate we had with some of the black belts years and years ago. We have a self-defense technique where somebody grabs you from behind, and we turn, spin, control their arms, and then hit them. And we had 3 different black belts, and each one of them had a different opinion. One of them said it was a vertical fist, one said it was an uppercut punch, one said it was a full twist punch. And they were arguing in front of the students. No, I'm right. I know. I watched Kiyoshi do it, and this is the way he did it. And they failed to realize that it depended on the range I was at. And so if I'm working with a partner and I'm doing this motion and the form calls for a front stance, but I misjudged distance or he moved more, and all of a sudden I'm real close, then you can see I'm probably in a cat stance. But if he didn't move as far as I thought he was going to do and he's at a long range, you'll probably see a real deep front stance, all right? So understand when you're watching the application, if you know what you're doing, you'll blend the technique based on their distance and what technique's working, okay? In fact, a lot of the senior instructors that I work with, they'll go out there and they'll say, throw something, and then when he does, they react to it, and they go, okay, that's the technique we're going to work on. They had no idea what they were working on until we got through something, and then they reacted. Oh, this will work. Why? Because it's just automatic, all right? Does that make sense? No? Okay. Brett, throw a punch at me. Okay. Now, I had no idea what was happening, but in this particular position, I moved on the inside. This was the range. So what would I follow up with right here?
Anything you want.
Boom. All right? That would be the technique. I had no idea what we were going to work on until we threw the technique, and I ended up here, and I go, okay, today's technique, we're going to work on the elbow fall. Okay? That's what a lot of people do, and then we're going to throw another punch. Now, all right, now what we really need to work on is shoot toe to the ribs. This is a good technique. Now, how do we get to that position? I just reacted. A lot of senior people, that's what they do. And so when I'm doing this particular technique, and all of a sudden I find myself, I go, this is what you want to do. It's a groin strike. And you can grab, rib, sweep, take down, whatever you want. If I happen to be here, I go, no, this technique works great here. Okay, you're working at this range. Those will only depend on how far we are. Does that make sense? Or if it's left arm or right arm, whatever. Okay? Thanks. When we're doing the next motion here, and we just did the motion, we came in there and we struck. This is the same motion. We reach behind our back, and it could be a throw, it could be an arm bar. We worked on a minute ago. Everybody makes sense? Next motion, we're going to step in. 1, 2. And let's do a simple one off of this. And what he's going to do is he's going to come in and throw a punch. And I'm going to bring this hand down. And from this position, you can come across and you push this arm bar and punch. So what you're doing is using this motion, Okinawan karate, like this hacking block. So if he's coming in and throwing a punch, again, throw something else. Okay. Sooner or later, I'm going to get in here and I'm going to work on it. Okay. So I use this motion to get in on it. All right. So he could be throwing any kind of punch, doesn't matter. Pretty soon we'll get on the inside. So you use this to get in on an opponent. You'll see that a lot in our karate. This is the Mantis way of doing it. So he throws a punch, okay? And in the form, we're getting in close and we're calling up, hitting the back of the head. Does that make sense? Okay, so he's throwing a punch. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Just use this motion to get in on him so you can hit him. Okay? Give it a try. Okay, relax. Let's do one more technique. Brendan and I like this technique a lot. You'll see it in Jojo Shido and some of the other katas, karate katas. But that is, if you want to punch, moving sideways and taking a couple fingers, putting it in right below the Adam's apple and pushing down. Okay, this works real well. You'll see this a lot in the form where they go like this.
Yeah, but I want to see you do that.
I did it for the camera.
Oh, I'm sorry.
On this side. Okay, so he's throwing a punch, and I'm at long range, and I've done some stuff. I've hit him or done some other stuff. This is just the next move. Okay, put him down the ground. Does that make sense? And so when you see that move in the kata, that's probably what they're doing, sir. You can go to the outside nerves here, or you can go inside. This one's rolled up. But either of those, you just grab them straight to the ground. Okay, give it a try. Let's do that much, and let's do another move in the kata. So let's start facing that way in your guard position. Left foot forward, and then you're going to jump through the air, block strike. Very good. Grab with your right and pull back. Left hand should be willowy palm position. And then from there, step in with your right foot, cover with your right, punch over the top with your left. Stand up, hook on. All right? Turn your head left and then go into crane stance. Both hands come up. And then you're going to shift to a front stance and do a ridge hand strike like groin level. And there's a little small circle movement here, clockwise. And then shift your body, do the same thing the other direction. Left ridge hand strike, small circle. Okay, so let's go to here. We just turn crane stance, hook. Right ridge hand, small circle, left ridge hand. Very good. Okay, let's do an application on that. Brett's being a bully again. He throws a punch to the body, and I block. From that position, I'm going to circle it, and then I'm going to turn my body that way, to the back of the elbow. Okay? So you just turn your body like, oh gosh, make it hurt. Circle, pop the elbow. Okay? Give it a try. You're here. Airplane to the right. Plane to the left. From here, circle your head as you step forward and punch. Step forward, punch. And then from here, you're going to, both hands come up, do a left-right kick. Step in, right, left, right, punch across the body. Stand up, hook to the 6 o'clock. Step back with your left foot. As you do, right hand comes down, back of the wrist, block. One more time, step back, block. From there, left, both hands come up, hook, left front kick, step in, strike with your right finger, and then spin behind, strike left finger. Okay, one more time from crane. Block, right, circle, left, over your head, punch, over your head, punch. From there, both hands come up, kick, step in, left, right, punch across. Stand up, hands go to 6 o'clock. Step back with your left foot, right back of the wrist strike. Step back, left wrist strike. From there, just pull your weight back, hook, left front kick. Step in with your right foot, strike with your right finger, then around behind left finger. Okay, let's do that from the beginning. That's a motion, but let me use you. So you still want to punch, boom, whack. That's what you're doing, striking. Does that make sense? Okay, let's do it from the very beginning. Up, bow your head at the same time. Step back, left hand's out. Circle, circle, and roll lead. Step through, double strike. Very good. Pull, left side kick, and spin. Throw them down. There you go. Jump to the air. Very good. Grab with your right, pull them back, and pressure into the left arm. There you go. Step in, step behind, punch, punch. Stand up, hook them. Good. Turn towards me, crane, both hands up. Ridge hand to the right. Circle, ridge hand to the left. Over your head, punch. And step through, over your head, punch. And
Where's his hand?
you're just pulling back because it's like intermediate move. You're just pulling out of the way. Grab, kick, step, step, punch. Very good. Stand up, hook to your rear. Step back with your left foot, strike with the right back of the wrist, and left. Grab, hook, defensive front kick. Step in with your right foot, strike with your right hand. Notice where my other hand's at. It's in here.
Yeah.
And then all the way around, strike. Very good. Okay, one more time from the beginning.
So the first one starts away from you, and the next one's...
No, they're both away. Should be both away. I don't know if I did it that way. Again, Brett. If I'm in this position, I'm controlling it and striking, or you can be controlling this side and striking, but both times you're probably out. Okay. Oh yeah, when we did that part, this makes sense. You just block your hand out of the way and popping them, right? This is the same as we did before. This is the same as we did before, pushing down or the neck. This motion here, again, he's throwing it low. It could be a kick, it could be a punch, boom. That's what you're doing is blocking with the back of the hand. And so if I can trap this hand and do that, it works, or I can just block, all right? So if you just feel heavy, a sense of heaviness when he attacks, you know, that's devastating. Okinawas do that all the time.
Air?
Bear. Bear. So 1, 2, I mean, you're using these heavy things. If you can get a sandwich out of it where you've got it trapped and doing it, it's very effective to break bones and stuff. But just going from this position and dropping is very, very powerful. Pakwa uses that a lot. Signy does it a lot. Where you just use your body weight and drop down. Does that make sense? The spinning we worked on, right? And it's the idea of just spinning on the inside and popping with the strike. Okay. If I happen to have a that throw punch in there. Okay. If I happen to have something controlled when I do that, it's even better. Okay. So if you can grab and control it while you're spinning, you can be a throw as well as a strike. Does that make sense? Okay. Everybody else, let's go through that much of the kata, and then we'll add a couple more moves. Ready? Bow your head at the same time. Step back. Circle, circle. And push. Step through. Guard. Pull. Kick and turn. And fly through the air. Very good. Grab with the right. Pull them off balance. Step in. Punch, punch. Good. Stand up. Push them down. Now, crane towards 12, and strike with the right, circle, strike with the left, circle your head and punch. Circle your head and punch. Kick, step through, 1, 2. Turn to 6 o'clock. Step back with your left foot, right hand blocks. Step back, left foot blocks, or left hand blocks. Okay, from there, grab with both hands, mantis grab, and left front kick. Next motion, step in with your right foot. Left foot comes to it as you strike with your right finger. And spin all the way around. Strike with the left. Okay, next motion, going towards this direction. Looks like a dorky move, but you're going to bring both hands out and down and again. So you do that twice, once, twice. Okay? From there, right hand goes right beside your right hip. And left hand's out, right hand comes all the way behind you. What's the next motion? Because we're going to practice a little bit.
3 moves?
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay? Next motion, your left foot is going to go, left knee is going to go in the air. And as you sit down over here, right foot's going to come in front of it. All right? Visualize from a Chinese perspective, they had iron brooms. Everyone know the iron broom? Where you drop down on one knee, you spin, you take the feet up from under it. So visualize I'm in here and the guy's doing an iron broom to me. And what I want to do is get above his iron broom and then stomp his leg. So from this position, okay, I'm getting out of the way to sweep it, I'm going to pop it. All right? So we're here, we just did 1, 2. Right hand comes back, left hand goes forward. You're going to jump in the air with your left, then your right. Come down, tiger stand, right fist to left.
Where are we facing here?
You're facing towards the back.
Where should I be facing?
That's fine. Okay, here's the important part is you want the timing so your weight's into the strike. You don't want to land your stance and then go bang. But from this position, I want this bear, I want this momentum into this motion. Okay? That follow through has got to be with your body weight. Okay? Let's go to here, do it a couple more times. 1, 2, jump and land. Good. Okay. From the beginning. You're doing fine. Okay? Bow your head at the same time. Left hand out. Circle, circle. And pull, twist. Step through, I'm sorry. Step through. And twist. Kick and turn. Cover distance. Grab, pull them off balance. Step, step, punch. Stand up. Turn, crane. And ridge hand to the groin. Reverse, other hand, same thing. Over your head punch. Over your head punch. Grab, kick, step through. 1, 2, punch. Correct. Turn, hook them to 6 o'clock. Step back with your left leg. And both these are down here in front of you. They're down in here. Okay? And then step back again. Then grab, defensive front kick, and step in, right hook, all the way behind your left hook. Good. Double grab, pull, jump, land, tiger stand. Very good. Lean, block and punch. And then circle, hit,
Yes.
kick, strike, other side, strike, long fist. Okay, long fist likes to get, like we use hikate in karate, we pull back one hand to get power in the front hand. And long fist, they do the same thing. They'll take this hand and they'll drive it backwards to get power in this hand. Okay, so they use this twisting motion to get body power. Good. 1, you're going to use this motion. Kick, turn, same thing. We're using this power. This is the main thing of this technique, is teaching how to get power in this technique. Okay? You're going to do like an uppercut motion with your right hand, but really focus on your left hand coming back. Okay? Kick, and same thing left. And back one more time to turn your left. Okay, lean in with your right, block punch. Back to the front, circle and hit. Throw a kick, turn, strike. And one more time to the front. You turn back here and block and grab. Step up with your left foot, do a cross stomp kick with your right, and then turn You're going to turn towards the front and do a crane. Okay, from this position, drop down and push. Then lean back, scoop out of the way. Left knee up, step and punch. In the form, the Chinese interpretation, a lot of these movements are developing qi and energy. And so throughout the whole form, you're doing a lot of qigong stuff to develop energy. And when you get to this position, that's where you release it. Okay? So the whole form is kind of building up to that point where you can release all your power. Okay? Don't ask me, that's just what I was talking. Step up with your left foot, do a cross stomp kick with your right, and then turn. You're going to turn towards the front and do a crane. Okay, from this position, drop down and push. Then lean back, scoop out of the way. Left knee up, step and punch. Pull back to praying mantis. Okay, jump spin in the air, block strike. Hand goes underneath the elbow, pull. Step up, punch. Hook. Okay, from there, crane towards the back. Step in, sweep out of the way with the right. Turn back towards the front, block punch. From here, you're going to punch and kick at the same time. Pull back, right cactus, right elbow. Mantis hands, but you're doing a crane. From there, step back the right foot, right hand over top of the left arm. Block punch. Left hand comes underneath the elbow. Cross stomp kick at the same time. And hook. Turn back to the front. And we're in a crane posture. Just step up, bow your head at the same time. Bow your head at the same time. Step back guard.